haters, cheats, but the heroes are former cheats and criminals who succeed. And that's very target why. That's efficacious truth, which means a revolutionary break with the concept of Thomas Aquinas. In the Middle Ages, Thomas Aquinas believed very deeply, like many good Europeans did, that truth is adequatio rei et intellectus. That's how our reason corresponds with reality. That's the classical definition of truth. But according to Machiavelli, no, that's not correspondence between reason and truth. That's efficacious truth, which prevails, which becomes practice. When we assume that truth is practice, the next question is, how many things can you do or sacrifice for the sake of this historical, final, practical truth? This is a revolution with a minus sign, and this is one of the challenges of modernity. Indeed, and at this point, Machiavelli is a revolutionary, but I wouldn't call Machiavelli Machiavellian at this point. He was not cynical. He deeply regretted that there is no public man anymore who would be able to keep fidelity to his ideals. And so this is to say that lies represent human weaknesses, but if you want to establish a republic, if you want to be a public person, if you want to create a public life, a public domain, without which democracy doesn't exist, how can you lie or how can you be corrupt? You kill the essence. So this is what Machiavelli leaves to us, and this is a very, I think, a very difficult matter, because we think that history is a judge. History will judge whether he was a cheat or whether he was a hero. Yeah? But I think that what is very important is to distinguish between private and public actions. If you lie to your mentor, to your wife, of course it's something deeply indecent. But if you lie to society, if you're a public figure and lie to society, in a way you're subject to positioning your activities elsewhere. You become the one who undermines public and political life. This is something different. And we have to distinguish between those two things. What struck me many times in America when I lived in the United States during Clinton's scandal with Monica Lewinsky, I remember that was unforgettable. You go to Louisiana, to New Orleans, and a very handsome man plays with two ducks, saying that, look at them, they are two lovers, Bill and Monica. And yeah, that's fine, but there was so much naivete about the assumption that private lives would pose a threat to the state. It is not that public lives pose a threat to the state and to the civilized order. So I think we have to distinguish between those things. And on the very final note, keeping aside philosophical argument and just speaking to political life,